All right, y'all, sit down, lie down, squat down, but I'm back, Belle Tellz. And I'm gonna show you all how I make my poppy seed chicken casserole. All right, so first you're gonna need butter, sharp cheddar cheese, 2 sleeves of Ritz crackers, an onion, white cooking oil. I do 4 pounds of the diced chicken breast, salt, pepper, poppy seed, smoked paprika, onion powder, garlic powder, minced garlic, sour cream, 2 cans of cream of mushroom. Okay, so first let's preheat the oven to 350. Next, we are going to rinse the chicken in the colander. All right, so I've got the chicken rinsed. Next, I'm going to add the seasoning. So first up is going to be the onion seasoning. Next up is the garlic seasoning. Paprika, the smoked paprika. All right, now we're going to give it a good stir. So I put on disposable gloves so I can actually get my hands down in it, but you're just going to stir it around. And the next thing we're going to do is transfer all this over to the baking dish. All right, I spoke too soon. The next thing we need to do before we add it to the baking dish is chop up the onion. All right, so we've added it to the Ninja. Let's give it a chop. All right, adding it to the bowl. Okay, so we've added it to the bowl, so now I'm going to mix it up. Now we're going to transfer it over to the baking dish. All right, so this is what it looks like in the baking dish. The next thing we're going to do is make the sauce that's going to go over it. All right, so this is where we're going to add the 2 cans of cream of chicken. You are going to add, I believe this is 16 ounces sour cream, 2 teaspoons of minced garlic. I start off with 1/2 cup of white wine, and I just really check the consistency, and if I don't like it, then if I want it a little bit more thin, I'll add a little bit more of the white wine, and then we just do salt and pepper to taste. All right, we've got 2 cans of the cream of chicken. I'm going to add the sour cream, and we'll go from there. Alrighty, so there is the 16 ounces of the sour cream. Let's go ahead and add 2 teaspoons of the minced garlic. Garlic is added. We will now add the white wine. So I just gave that a stir. I've changed my mind. I'm going to go ahead and add the cheese, and you're going to do, I'm looking for the ounces. Bear with me. Well, let's just do a whole block of cheese. And so then I'm going to add that, and then I'm going to determine how much wine we need. All right, so there is the extra sharp cheddar cheese. I'm going to stir this, and you'll see it's really thick. So I'll tell you what, let me go ahead and add some of that wine. All right, so I'm adding that wine. I'm going to go ahead and add some of this salt and pepper. Hopefully I can hold the phone or the camera. All right. Salt and pepper to taste. Add a little bit more of that wine. Now let's give it a stir. All right, y'all, so right about here, about that kind of consistency. That's about where you want it, right there. Now I'm going to add this over on the chicken. Pour it right over on the chicken, then you're going to just kind of blend it out. I'll show you. All right, so let's pour it. And then I'm just going to smooth it out here in just about 2 seconds. All right, I've got that nice and smoothed out. Now here's where your poppy seed comes into play. You sprinkle the poppy seed over the top of this. All right, the final thing we do is you're going to melt some butter, cook the Ritz crackers. I'll show you. All right, there's the butter. Let's turn it on. We'll start melting it, and then I'm going to crunch up the Ritz crackers. I'm going to do 1 sleeve at a time, and this recipe does kind of have a chicken de vein feel a little bit, but there are a few things that are different. All right, so that's what it kind of looks like. You're just really toasting the Ritz crackers in butter. I'm going to pour this over the casserole, do the next one, and then we're going to pop it in the oven. All right, so that's what it looks like. We're going to pop it in the oven for 45 minutes at 350 degrees. And we serve this over rice, so I will show you what it looks like when it comes out of the oven and then what it looks like when it's served. All right, so that's it straight out of the oven. I'm going to let it set for 15 minutes and then we will serve it over rice. All right, y'all, so that's what it looks like on the plate. Please and thank yous are a must. A smile never hurt no one. Be cognizant of the things you say and how you say them, because kindness is priceless. Bye, y'all.